What inspired ALAT? What inspired building the very first fully digital bank in Africa? Wema Bank has been in the banking business for 72 years, graciously. We clocked 72 earlier in the month, May 2nd. It's a date of incorporation. And Wema Bank is the only surviving indigenous bank that is still standing in the industry today. And we're grateful to God for that. Having been in this business for this long, we've been doing retail business. And we strongly believe with the experiences we've gathered over the year, for us to do business, to do retail business the way it should be, we need to leverage on technology. So that's our number one inspiration. Technology has become a level playing ground for all different segments of the industry today, and financial sector not exclusive. Several industries are being disrupted already. Innovation is the name of the game. It is either we innovate or we die. We know that for a fact. So we want the Wema Bank legacy to outlive those who are managing it right now. If you want it to outlive us and we want to be able to hand over to generations and generations down the line, it is just natural that we leverage on technology. I'll give you an instance. There used to be a business who used to have 85% of the market share in that industry where they thrive and they were doing business. Kodak had 85% of the market share in the photography industry at some point, and they never innovate. They thought they had everything. Today, they are history. Is there any bank, is there any business that has 90%, 85%, 80% market share and thinks you will not innovate, you will not recreate yourself, you will not? It's just a function of time. For banking in particular, small fintechs down the street will do what you are doing 10 times better, and they will take over the market and be able to serve those customers if banks refuse to innovate. So we have a thorough understanding of business, how the business has evolved, and we are positioning Wema Bank as a bank of the future, a bank to watch and a bank to beat. ALAT in itself thrives heavily on technology, just like I've expatiated earlier on. And it's just natural for us to partner with several other technology companies in allowing us to achieve the full potential of what ALAT is. By the way, ALAT is not just a digital product. It is a digital bank, and the first in Africa. What that means to the average consumer on the street is customers will be able to do all, capital A, double L, of their banking transactions without walking into any of our bank branches. That's our dream for ALAT. From the point at which you get in touch with them, to the point at which you get them onboarded, to the point at which they open those accounts with us and live their financial lives with the bank, they will not have any reason to walk into our banking hall. Today, customers can go to any of the stores. If you use Apple phones, go to the iStore. If you use iPhone, go to the Apple Store. Or if you use any other type of phone, go to the Google Play Store that runs Android operating system. Customers will be able to download ALAT, ALAT. They'll be able to download that banking application into their phones. When that is done, with few clicks, 5 minutes, they're able to open a standard savings account with ALAT. And then that's the beginning of the journey. The beginning of the journey for them to do their banking transactions, the beginning of the journey that will empower them and will weave all of their lifestyle experiences into one single strong platform called ALAT. Remember, we are not just a fintech. We are a licensed deposit money bank. So the infrastructure that powers ALAT rests strongly, in fact, if not absolutely, on the infrastructures that powers a deposit money bank called Wema Bank today. So it is not like ALAT is a different entity from the bank. So the kind of reliability we are giving to our customers who currently, for 72 years, have been banking with Wema Bank, that same infrastructure, security infrastructure, serves our ALAT customers, serves our digital customers today. So the comfort we are offering them is to let them know that their funds are safe, their funds are secure, they've tested us, they've trusted us over the years, and the same set of security is what we are bringing into our digital customers. All of what they are doing will be completely safe and reliable. And I'll go into some details. Yes, we know we're leveraging heavily on technology. So when we were building this app, and by the way, for the records, this digital bank was built and is still being built by Nigerians. Proudly Nigerian for the whole world to see. So while we were building, it is not an app that we bought off the shelf and we tweak. All the guys you've seen on this floor are the guys behind the scene building ALAT app. Now, while building it, we put in a whole lot of security infrastructures in place. But we engage the service of a third party who are ethical hackers today, who are professionals in their field, to say, can you please check our logic, the logic behind all of what we're doing? Can you please do some penetration test? Can you please do some regression test? Can you please do 1, 2, 3, 4, and the list continues. Several tests that have been done on the app. And we were certified okay before pushing out to our consumers to start using. So in a nutshell, we can comfortably tell our consumers and our potential consumers that ALAT is safe, ALAT is secure, and ALAT is reliable for them to do their banking transactions. The regulator, CBN, had clarified that BVN is not a substitute for not doing KYC. BVN is called Bank Verification Number. It confirms to several parties to say you have a valid identification number, you have an account in some bank, and that interconnects every other account that you have in several other banks in the industry. That does not confirm or define where you stay, who you are, and what you are claiming you are. Know your customer as a policy and as a directive from the regulator says, I must be able to confirm that this is who you claim you are. This is where you live. So there are documentation verifications that will be done because you will supply your information to us. You supply your means of identification, you supply your utility bill. Independently, we should be able to verify that, and we should be able to confirm to the auditor or to the regulator that this is who you claim you are at any point in time. The answer to your question is no. This is the process. A customer comes on board after downloading the app. You supply your BVN, your email address, and your phone number, and an account number is generated for you. Once that account number is generated, an account number is given to you, a valid account is opened, but the account remains inactive. Now, consumers and our customers are required to supply 4 different documents: your means of identification, your signature, your utility bill, and your passport photograph. Once you supply those 4 and you upload through the app to the app to us, we will do our KYC in 24 hours. If the customer passes the KYC test, then the account becomes active. If the customer does not pass the KYC test, the accounts remain inactive until that hurdle is crossed and that KYC test is passed. That is the process. So we open an account for the consumer or the customer, but the account is not active until after KYC has been clearly clarified. Today, we have 130,000 merchants where this app can be used. 130,000 merchants where this app can be used using the QR code model. We partnered with several other guys who have a network and franchise of all of these merchants all over Nigeria, and the app can be used in different merchant locations. There are more and more partners that are coming, by the way. There are so many of them who are e-commerce platforms who want to come on board, and they want this app to be used. They want our cards to be used on their platform at a discount. Every business is coming in to say they would like to partner with ALAT. And we are so happy that market is receiving us well. We're just hoping that in a short time, we'll be able to reap all the benefits that we purpose and plan to achieve with ALAT. Okay, the interest rate on ALAT savings account today is 10%, which is triple of what happens in the industry today. In the industry, average interest rate is 3%, 4%. Yeah, but with ALAT, we're giving our customers a whopping 10% interest rate per annum on their ALAT account with us. Wema is the parent of ALAT, so that's the only bank that wears account, ALAT account, no other bank. All that is required for you to open an ALAT account today are just three informations. Do you have a phone number? Do you have a valid email address? Do you have a BVN? You don't need to have an existing account number. All you need is a BVN. Once you have the BVN, you will be able to open an ALAT account. That is the prerequisite. And what we are trying to achieve is including those who are not already onboarded into the financial sector. Just walk into any location where BVN is being done, and you have your BVN that is already pushed to the National Central Switch, the NIBS, and then you're good to go online, download the app, or if you are not in any of those, go to our website, www.alat.ng, and then you will be able to open an ALAT account, either through any of your devices or through the internet. ALAT, the next 3-4 years, will become the de facto digital banking app that everyone will be proud to have. It is not just like a digital product. It is going to be, number one, your banking app. It is also going to be your lifestyle app, because we are partnering with almost every facet of the economy. Every facet. If you want entertainment, we're partnering with them. Music, we're partnering with them. Movie, we're partnering with them. Education, we're partnering with them. We're going to weave a whole lot of our lifestyle around ALAT, apart from just being your bank. So your bank in your hand, but much more than your bank, is going to be your partner that you can use to do a whole lot of things. Remember, payment industry is the biggest industry. It cuts across everything. So you want to use your bank to pay for your movie, ALAT is there for you. You want to use it to buy your books, to do your thesis, ALAT is there for you. You want to use it to buy at the merchant location, ALAT is there for you. You want to use it to pay for your bills, ALAT is there for you. To use it to do anything, your hospital bills, ALAT is there. Renew your recurrent repayment, ALAT is there for you. So we are building ALAT, one as your bank, and then all of our lifestyle activities all around that. So your bank is at the core of it, but much more than the banking app in itself, it's your lifestyle app, because with payments, it cuts across all sectors of the economy and our lifestyle. That's the dream for ALAT.